There are many things in life that I've been dead wrong about. One of them was that I could run, and another was that I would ever enjoy it. By my mid-30s, I was fat and I couldn't run 5 miles or 26 or 50 or even 100, but I did. After a successful 50 miles in a day, I trained all fall and winter in the rain and the snow. I put in long runs and steep runs, and I began planning a route for 100 miles. I live in Issaquah, just outside Seattle. Issaquah is surrounded by 3 small mountains with miles of trails that climb to 3,000 feet at their highest. Cougar is the lowest, then Squawk, and finally the biggest and tallest, Tiger Mountain. I plan to do my 100 miles on my local mountains. By the time I was ready to run, I had put miles and miles under my feet. I'd run in India while working.
I got myself a piece of rebar because there's always stray dogs.
And I'd ran in Hawaii while vacationing. Finally, after all the training, I had my route planned out. I picked out my resupply points and I solicited help from friends. I'd start out on Tiger Mountain and spend 45 miles traversing the trails and peaks with the resupply midday and before the night. I laid out all my gear on the table and packed it all up before nervously heading to bed. On a Friday morning, I awoke at 4:30 a.m. and got started with a sandwich, put in my contacts, packed my vest, and walked out my front door.
All right, 5:15, Rainier Trail, heading towards High School Trail, Tiger Mountain. 1 mile down, 99 to go. All right, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
Okay, making my way up the West Tiger Trail. Up we go. That was West Tiger 3, West Tiger 2, entering the dark forest. Three hours in, 10.2 miles, average pace is 17-minute miles. So I'm doing all right. Okay, 5-hour check-in. I'm at 17 miles on about a 17-minute, 50-second mile pace. So pretty good, happy with that. And in a bit here, we'll climb up to middle and then up to east. So my pace will slow significantly on the Tiger Mountain Trail. Feeling good. Energy's good. Legs are good. Trying to always ask myself if the pace is too much. Keep it dialed back. All right, here we are at the middle summit. So, fourth summit on Tiger. Now to head down. Seven hours in, it's noon, and I'm at 23 miles, 7 more miles before my check-in, and I'm done with all the big ups. So these miles should be faster, and there's actually sunshine up ahead. Five miles from my first resupply, and hopefully some warm food. We shall see. Look at the sunshine. I got to use my sunglasses after all. I appreciate it. The saviors. Okay, I'm at 37 miles. Definitely feeling a flagging of energy. So trying to figure out the right mix to get my energy back. The high school trailhead. Probably be there in 3 more hours or so.
I stopped at Poo Poo Point, a popular overlook on Tiger Mountain, and rested my feet for a bit, watching the paragliders fly in the afternoon sun.
All right, thanks for coming, Carl.
Yeah, pleasure.
Mark.
Sophie, your favorite child.
I'm at 50 miles. Switched out to my Lone Peaks, and I am just heading up to Squawk.
I spent the entire night on Squawk Mountain. I walked through the hours in the dark alone, with my tunnel of light and a podcast for company. Around 4:30 a.m. I came down Margaret Way Trail to 900 for another resupply.
Were they even McDonald's? They're not open 24 hours a day?
No, but I got your charge card.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm
Super
tired.
I sat for a few minutes in a chair, icing my legs, which were severely cramping.
It's like 7:30 in the morning, chewing some run gum. I'm like, I don't know, 68 miles in, something like that. Just got done taking a 15-minute nap on a log because I was so tired. Felt amazing. And now the sun's up. Keep on keeping on. Well, the food was good. Hello! Am I? That's actually good. I really did not think, based on the way I felt at 5 a.m. this morning, that I would get my second wind or my legs would ever work again. But I'm actually running. All right, it's my last climb to the last summit. All right, last summit of Issaquah Alps.
I'd spent the entire day on Cougar, slow jogging my way around the mountain. Mark met me twice with burgers and fries. Finally, I came down off Squawk Connector at 92 miles for my last resupply before walking back up Squawk to home.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Carrie had brought me a big hot mug of ramen broth. I'd been dreaming of something warm and salty since the day before. I don't think anything has ever tasted quite so good.
Miles left. Gonna see if I can run out the last remaining miles, except I can't jump over the log. Oh. And it takes a while to start my engines up again. All right, let's try to imagine lightness of being, easy on the feet. All right, almost to the end of the trail. So I started yesterday morning at 5 a.m. from my house, and I've got 0.2 miles to walk to my house to finish the 100-miler. Every footstep hurts, especially because I'm walking on concrete. So I can't wait to be done. Shower and then go to sleep. In the last 39 hours, I've slept 15 minutes, which was amazing. So almost done.
At 100 miles and 39 point something hours, what are you gonna do now?
Shower and go to sleep.
You're not going to Disneyland?
No.
Okay.
I did it, one step at a time. I liked what Joe Grant said. 80 miles into a 100-mile journey, it's still just one foot in front of another. I covered all the major peaks and trails of the Issaquah Alps. I started and ended at my front door. 100 miles, 18,234 vertical feet. Along the way, I've been inspired and given advice by many people. The coaching session with Jeff Browning was particularly useful. I've been inspired by the running films of Jamil Curry, The Ginger Runner, and Billy Yang. And I've been inspired by so many of the ultra runners that I've had the pleasure of following along the way. Sally McRae, Joe Grant, Anton Krupicka, Kilian Jornet, Jim Walmsley, Scott Jurek, Gary Robinson, Tim Tollefson, Zach Miller, Courtney Dauwalter, and local runner Stuke. I was supported by so many people that met me on the trail. Carol Knoll and Hamilton met me on Tiger Mountain at Highway 18. My daughter Sophie, Mark Matthews, and Carl Schmidt met me at the high school trail. Mark Matthews, Shane Reckling, and Rebecca Mueller met me at 4:30 in the morning over on Issaquah 900. Rebecca brought me 2 big bags of ice for my legs. Mark Matthews met me a couple times on Cougar Mountain and brought me hamburgers and fries. Stacy, Greg Miller, Miles, and Carrie Reckling met me on Issaquah 900 again, where Carrie brought me a big bowl of hot ramen broth that tasted amazing. And then the last few miles on Squawk, as I finished it out, I was joined by Greg Miller, Carol and Wright Knoll, and Mark Matthews. In the end, I did it on my own 2 feet, one step at a time, 1 foot in front of the other, 100 miles.